What is going on, guys? My name is AK, back again with another YouTube video, and in today's video I'll be telling you all the ways that you can make money playing Call of Duty. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, be sure to drop a like and let's get straight into it. Now obviously the first place to make a salary or a living off playing Call of Duty is definitely in the Call of Duty League, where players are paid a minimum of $50,900. That's set by the league, the minimum they can be paid, and then depending on how good they are, anywhere up into the hundreds of thousands. However, having said this is an unrealistic goal for many people. Only a very small percentage of players will ever actually make it into the league. So, of course, you'll have to look elsewhere for ways that you can make money. So I decided to break it down into three sections. We've got tournaments, we've got cash matches or wagers, and then we have sort of service-based things. So there'll be all time-stamped on the bottom of the video if you want to check one out in specific. But if not, just watch it through and pick it all up. So starting off, we have tournaments. Now, so tournaments covers a very wide range of things. We've got online tournaments. When they return, we'll have LAN tournaments. But also within them, we have sort of search and destroy, 2v2 tournaments, things like that. And then, of course, you've got like the 2Ks and that. So there is a very wide range of tournaments that you can compete in. Now, some, like the 2K tournaments, are very high competition and sort of not built for prize pool distribution. They're more built for sort of pro point distribution, for actually sort of getting people up on the pro point ladder side of things. So really only the top two teams of a 2K make money. I believe it's 2,000 for first and 500 for second, again split between 4 players. So that's probably not the best way to make money, certainly not consistently, because it's hard enough to even place in I don't know, say top 32, top 16. So actually being able to consistently make money off that, you're going to be a pretty good player with potential of getting into the league anyway. So maybe that's not the best place if you're looking to make money, but if you go to websites such as Game Battles and Checkmate Gaming, I'll talk a little bit more about Checkmate Gaming when we come on to wagers, but websites like them, they host daily tournaments for all sorts of things. You've got 2v2 tournaments, 4v4 tournaments, 1v1 tournaments, whatever you want, they probably host a tournament doing it. And from these tournaments, you're not going to be competing against the best of the best. There will still be some good players competing in them, but certainly not anything that you're decently good Call of Duty player or sort of decently good in the competitive side of things. So in the grand scheme of things, very good player, but you know what I mean. So there's no reason that people like that can't actually compete and have a chance at winning these. Now, some of these tournaments are free entry, which means you don't have to pay to enter, but then that does mean a smaller prize pool at the end. However, the pay to enter tournaments, then you have to put a little bit of money to go into the tournament, but the prize pool will be a lot bigger because you've got the collective of a lot of teams paying to end out paying up quite a big prize pool. Now, play these enough and get consistently good at them, and there's no reason that you can't be consistently making a little bit of money off playing these tournaments. Again, I want to stress you're not going to be making anything ridiculous. There isn't enough money sort of in the Call of Duty amateur scene, sort of in general, to give everyone a salary that wants to play it. But there is certainly a way to make a little bit of money and put your very good Call of Duty skill to use. Now, just while we're on the subject of tournaments, and this also does apply to wagers, now quite a lot of these are done on Search and Destroy. So if you get very good at Search and Destroy, that's probably your best bet at winning tournaments consistently, because the majority of them are hosted through Search and Destroy only tournaments, as opposed to the full rotation of Hardpoint, Control, S&D. Now, those sort of full rotation tournaments do exist, but generally Search and Destroy is the most played game mode in tournaments. Now, I guess I should also throw LAN events in here as another thing just in the tournaments. Now, these do have a prize pool distribution that goes a little bit further down than in 2Ks. Of course, we haven't had any LAN tournaments for a while, but when they do return, if you can build up a team and hopefully get a decent placing there, you can sometimes make a little bit of money off them. Again, I haven't played there. I can't judge the difficulty. I'm guessing that's going to be very hard, similar to placing high in the 2Ks and things like that. So, yeah, but that is another option if you do get very good and get a very solid team. Again, another option to make a little bit of money. However, if you have to travel and book hotels and all these things for the LAN tournaments, chances are, even if you do make a little bit of money, it will probably only just cover that, unless of course you can get funding, but that's quite unlikely. So really, LAN events are for experience, to try and get into the Pro League, to try and make that money from the Pro League, as opposed to being able to make money from them in themselves. Now, the next thing we're moving on to is cash matches or wager matches. Now, what these are they're just normal like team v team or 1v1 or whatever matches, but there is money on the line. So the way they work is very simple. Both teams will say put up $5, you can do it $1, you can do whatever you want. Both teams will put that into a prize pot, and then the winner takes the sort of all of the money from the prize pot, and then the loser doesn't take anything. Very simple idea. Of course, if you are doing this on a website like Checkmate Gaming, which is where a lot of them are hosted, they do take a cut as well. So say both teams put in $5, you might get $9.50 back. So your initial $5 and then their $5 minus the cut from the website. But there's two ways that you can do this. You can either do it on the ladder, which is just similar to the Game Battles ladder. If you've played that, you post up matches, you wait for them to be accepted, and you play it out. Or you can do chows, which is where you send a sort of a wager match to someone specific, so you know who you're going to be playing, which is probably the preferred way of doing it, being that you know how good your enemy is going to be and sort of what to expect them to do, especially if you've played with them before. You're going to have a little bit more knowledge going into the game. Then again, sometimes on the just normal match finder ladder for wager matches, you will come up against a nice easy team and make a little bit of free money as well, but that's not very often. So I'd say the best bet is to come up against people that you know, so you sort of know how to play against them. Now, another way to make money doing these kind of things are actually money 8. So if you've heard of normal 8s, where 8 random players sort of play together, not always random, sometimes they know each other, but 8 players will get together, sort of decide teams, and then just play the matches against each other, kind of like a scrim, but just sort of with random or 8 sort of different players playing together. But you can do these for money as well. So you'll play together, you'll split the teams, they both make sort of a team on Checkmate Gaming. That's where most of these wagers are actually held, and then they challenge each other, and then the winning team takes the prize pool. So if you want to do it through Money 8s, you can do that as well. Normally you'll play a full rotation of hard points in Money 8s, just because 8s is normally played on hard point, and then if you're playing normal matches, generally you're playing Search and Destroy. But that's about it for wager matches. In fact, the gameplay that you see in the background of this video is indeed from a wager match. Now, last but not least, point number 3 is sort of service-based things. So what does this mean? This means, for instance, coaching. So if you are very good at Search and Destroy and you think, okay, I can give this knowledge out, sort of a coaching side of thing, or maybe if you start streaming, any of these kind of things where people can watch you and pay money. If you get decent on Twitch, you can get Twitch subscriptions, things like that. Ad revenue on YouTube if you start making a YouTube channel, that kind of thing, and then just base your content around competitive Call of Duty. So again, it's not going to be loads of money, but it is certainly a way to just make a little bit of money. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about how much money I make off YouTube, but I do make a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but again, it's something significant. It's better than not making it, and it's for doing something that I love. So the money doesn't really mean much, but it's nice to have. But I mentioned coaching and also doing things like that on Fiverr, so you know, where you can sort of freelance and sell things. So for instance, helping people reach master, if you sort of duo with them and sort of work on improving them, up their win rate, things like that. I'm sure people would appreciate that. So I mentioned coaching, but there are other things you can do on Fiverr. So, you know, the freelancing website where you can just put up gigs and have people accept them. So again, yeah, if you're very good at a certain aspect of Call of Duty, or maybe all of Call of Duty in general, you can coach that to people, explain to them, because think about it, there's a lot of public match players that would take a lot of useful information from someone that even can play competitive at an okay level. You're probably a lot better than your average player. So there's going to be a lot of people that do actually want to hear about how to improve at the game. But also selling other things like playing with people on League Play to sort of give them tips and tricks and maybe up their win rate, help them get into Master. Again, I'm still not sure exactly how the League Play system works, but I'm sure a high win rate will help with that. So those kind of things I think are going to be very appreciated. So if you do offer them, chances are you'll probably get a few people buying that. So that's about it for today's video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like. Now, I do just want to say, don't lose all your money gambling it on wager matches. Only sort of put into your account what you can afford to lose, what you can afford to play, because, of course, you're not going to win everything, and sometimes you will lose. So if you're not good with gambling, maybe stay away from that. But thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.